million by the age of 28. I started initially fundraising at age 22, and then that lasted all the way through to when I was eventually hired by Meta, and I invested into startups from their portfolio. The philosophy that I've developed for fundraising, for startups, for growth, for customers is that you do stuff ugly. The reason why that's important is because when you do something ugly, you do it fast and you aren't slowed down by perfectionism and all the different intricacies that might cause you to be slow. And so today I'm going to tell 3 stories. One of the stories is about meeting Warren Buffett. That was a story that happened to me. One of them is about a great founder who raised 150 million, but had very ugly beginnings. And I will also then talk about the ugly network and how you can benefit from that. First story here is a reason to believe in the ugly. And it starts with me back at the age of 22, living in closets in San Francisco. I just moved to San Francisco. This on the left is pre-renovations, and then this here on the right is post-renovations. As you can see, I got rid of these shirts, emptied that out, made some room for my bed, and I slept there when I moved to San Francisco. While I am doing that, sleeping in couches, I heard about this guy named Dan Gilbert, who has a net worth of $25 billion and was one of the top 100 wealthiest people on the Forbes list. So I decided that it would be a good idea to figure out a way to get a hold of him. And so I wrote a recorded rap about how I've been working hard. 15 minutes is all I need to do what I've done. I had to cross where I bleed. I had this whole rap, and I recorded it in a virtual reality headset because I knew that he would not be able to avoid clicking it if he saw that. And sure enough, I asked 2 of his different fund managers to forward the email to Dan Gilbert at 4:00 on a very particular day. They did that, and 4:15 right after, 3:20 right after, Sharon Shabib emails me and says, "Hi, Don, are you available on Tuesday to come meet Dan Gilbert?" So I am, again, living in a closet, wanting to meet one of the wealthiest people on the Forbes list. And I just got a response from his assistant saying that he's willing to meet me if I fly in. So what do? So I fly in from San Francisco all the way to Michigan, Detroit to be specific. Shout out Detroit. And I'm waiting in his office to meet him. And 1 hour goes by, and 2 hours goes by, and 3 hours goes by. And I'm starting to think this was a bad decision, and I shouldn't have, put money into flying out there. And then all of a sudden, bam, I get to go into his office and I get to meet him. So about 6 minutes into our conversation, there's a little knock on the wall or on the door, and it's his assistant. And his assistant comes in and says, "Dan, you have to go right now. You have to go." And I literally had just flown in for this. I only spent 6 minutes with him. And he turns to his assistant and says something like, "I like this kid. Can we have a few more minutes?" She says no. So I'm heartbroken. I'm about to, just leave this meeting with no investment and no progress after flying all the way out here. Until Dan turns to me with no context whatsoever and says, "Do you want to come meet Warren Buffett with me?" And so I said yes, and that was it. He didn't say anything else. We get into his private jet that we drive in one of his private cars to his private jet. We fly from Michigan to Cleveland, which is where he owns the Cleveland Cavaliers sports team, the basketball team. So we go to the stadium. We're sitting in the owner's suite, and in walks Warren Buffett. And there's 5 people in this room. Dan Gilbert, one of the wealthiest people in the world, and now in walks Warren Buffett. And I was just like a 23-year-old kid. And there we are. Big Buffett. So I tell that story because it all started from this. And this is ugly. This is about as ugly as it gets. But every great startup, every great founder story has these ugly beginnings. It's really important because it's kind of fundamental to getting things right and doing stuff at a slow pace. Now, story 2 is even better than story 1. Story 2, his main character is Esteban. So this is actually the application that Esteban sent me back in the day when he was trying to raise funding from me. And so this was how he described his idea in the survey that he filled out. He said it's an AR crypto token mobile catching game. not much to it. So I agreed to meet with him. And I actually remember there was 4 other people I was looking at deals with, and none of them wanted to meet with him. And so I was the only one that met with him. We sat down, we had a great conversation. I thought he was really talented, but had just moved to America, didn't have any network whatsoever. So I introduced him to his first angel investor. And if you fast forward then 4 years, his company has raised 150 million. And they are now the leading cryptocurrency blockchain compliance software. And he started from an AR crypto token Pokemon Go idea and evolved into one of the most important startups that exist in the security space. Anyone can do it. I can do it. Esteban can do it. I've seen 10 other people do this. Anybody can do it. And anybody can make this transformation where you go from $0 raised, almost no network in Silicon Valley, to actually being someone who matters in the space. And so it's very important, if you're going to do that you have the right support, that you have the right network, that you're doing things in a venture sequential way. You're doing the things you need to do at each stage. All that's really important. And so this third story is about how I'm building something that keeps you on track and allows you to create the types of stories that I just shared with you. So it was 2013. I just left Meta, and I just was basically doing a bunch of catch-up calls with my network. I thought that all the people I was talking to were so interesting, and it crossed my mind. It's like a real shame that we're not recording these conversations. So I started asking people if I could record them, and people seem to like listening to them. So that was 2023. In 2024, I started inviting founders, CEOs, and other investors to come participate in the calls in a roundtable setting. And so we did that all 2024. We actually had 45 special guests that we brought in during the year. And now I'm building the community around it, which is so that you can get the support and the weekly feedback you need to do what you need to do as a founder. And here's some of the sick people that we have brought, and I'm thankful for all of them coming. Moritz, he works as a partner at Lightspeed Ventures, a $20+ billion fund. Nanea is awesome. She's raised 30 million now, I believe, CEO of Trip. We had Dean, one of the best writers from VentureBeat, who come and talk with us about how to get press for your startup. Nico, General Catalyst, $15 billion fund, came and spoke with us. Esteban, who I mentioned earlier. Sean sold his last business for 500 million. We had Jack from Andreessen, like you name it. And we just had so many great people. Just so many great people that have joined us. The key thing that I'm trying to deliver with each one of these calls is making sure that every week you have the right mindset you need to do the stuff you need to do as a founder. So for example, Ryan has raised capital from Tom Brady, from Steph Curry, from a bunch of really well-known celebrities. And he came and spoke to us about how he did that. He came and spoke to us about why he iterated so many times to get the product he did. He explained how he thinks about going at product iteration. How do you build the right team around stuff? Like, he gave us such good, amazing advice that you just really can't get anywhere else in a live setting. And so we had all the members come. They actually get to talk to Ryan directly, ask them questions about their business, and then something amazing usually stems out from that. We also organize things so that you as a member get opportunities to pitch investors based on my network. So we're bringing Bradford and we're bringing Gene Munster in, and they're going to be the sharks. And I'm hosting a Shark Tank on Zoom where 10 of our members come and actually pitch them live. So that's a great opportunity to meet people. It'll be so cool. I travel the world to build this network. There's pictures of me in Germany on stage. Actually, that's in Iceland. Okay, got the pictures are wrong. Anyways, this is Germany, TechCrunch Disrupt. This is Iceland, Slush, and then San Francisco. Even my little sister got to work with me And here I am trying a brain computer interface on. Like, I've just had an awesome journey, and I met so many cool people along the way. And so this community is the way that I'm able to connect those amazing people with the rest of the world that might not know them yet. Those people have taught me some key lessons. And so the point of this community is I'm trying to just really drive home every week that you're on the right path. You need to be surviving and advancing. You need to have a cockroach mentality, meaning you never get killed no matter what happens. Nuclear destruction doesn't matter. You are staying alive as a business. And just moving fast and breaking things and being ugly is vastly important. All of that is a reason for you to join, because each week you're getting it pounded in your head over and over to just keep going, keep doing the right stuff, keep making the right decisions. And you can actually ask real questions that you're going through in real time from great people that have raised 30 million, that invest billions of dollars. You can literally ask them questions every Wednesday about their advice for you. It's an incredible format. So the way that this works is you click the Stripe link down below, you make the payment, and then as soon as you're done with that, it'll automatically send you an email, and that means you're into the community. You unlock everything. We do everything on a platform called School, and School is basically our home base, where we have 280 founders in there, all CEOs like yourself, all trying to fundraise, all trying to grow their business, all trying to build out their network and startups in Silicon Valley, and this is the place to do that. So I'm pumped that you made it this far. I want to say thank you. Just thank you. If you made it this far, it means a lot. And I really hope you join. It is a well run community. I am giving my 110%, and the members are amazing. So I hope to see you in there.